Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we have for you guys our first battle report. This is a 1200 point game between myself and Jacob. Now he's not here for the filming of this intro. We had one, it was kind of bad. It was really bad. So we got rid of that and now I'm kind of just refilming this on my own. But anyways, this is a 1200 point game between him and myself. Now we do play differently. Overall the rules are pretty much the same. But what we do is we have a certain amount of victory points we choose. In the case of this game, 20 victory points. And we have 4 locations. These are going to be our objectives. Now, in order to get a point from that objective, you have to have the most infantry on that position for one full turn. So say I put 1 infantry unit at an empty building, and Jacob's turn happens, and then comes back to my turn, then I would gain 1 point, assuming nobody else has came in there. Now, if my opponent were to have the same amount of infantry in there as myself, then it would be contested, and nobody would get the point. Or, if he were to have 2 infantry, and I have 1 infantry, and he has it for a full turn, then he would get the point, because he would have the most infantry, essentially controlling that location. So that is just kind of how we play. We tried it once, we really liked it. It's a fun, fast way to play. You can gain a lot of points really fast, so if you've only got a couple hours, it really quickens things up sometimes. Of course, it is different from the main rules, but this is just kind of how we play. Makes the map a little more linear, gives you more areas of contestants. So it's a really fun way to play. I definitely suggest trying it out, and I'm probably going to do another video explaining that a little bit better. But for right now, that's just so you guys kind of understand what's going on. Now, as far as other content goes, make sure to check out our unboxing video, and we do have a little clip from our big 8,000 point game that was going to happen. So go check those out. I'm hoping tonight, if this video uploads fast enough, to get another unboxing video put on. And then next week or the week after, I'm going to have yet another unboxing video, but that one's going to have some really rare mechs in it, a lot of nice stuff in that one. This particular one had some nice stuff, nothing super rare though, compared to the next one that's coming that actually has a couple box sets in it, so that's going to be really awesome. Let's see, I think that covers about everything. No, I am going to try and start up this week the Tactics series. So the Tactics series will be various videos between 5 minutes and maybe even an hour, depending on what they are. This is just going to go into depth on specific units, how to use them. We're going to go into even the psychology of tabletop, how to do different types of formations. We might even do how to build a basic army. So this will be useful for a lot of beginners and maybe even some vets out there that have played a lot of games, maybe throw out some new ideas that you guys might want to just try out. So that's going to be a fun little series. I've actually wanted to do that before I even thought about actually doing a YouTube series of battle reports and other stuff. So hoping to get that one started. Probably going to kick it off with sniper units. So that's going to be like maybe a 5 or 10 minute video. Not very long, short, sweet, and simple. We've just got some very small tactics for them. But anyways, this is a 1200 point game. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for the patience. I am a college student and I also am part of a lot of organizations and stuff. So I personally have a very busy schedule. So I can't produce stuff as much as I would like to. Before everything kind of started picking back up, pandemic was still going on. I was playing 2 or 3 games a week and I really wish I was recording that, but I just wasn't quite sure how to do that with my phone and all that stuff. So, but anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Stick around, stay tuned, make sure to share, all that stuff. So, let's get going. Alright, so starting off with Jacob's army. Of course, we are both getting a Poseidon for free, and he will get 1 extra command on his own. We have Sika's Ward, and we have Bjorn, a sniper artillery, along with a fox armored car, a Maxim, I can't even remember the name of this one, a Hasek, an MHI defense AA, a Behemoth, got a regulator and a tank destroyer along with 3 formations, of Free Legion Company, and Jacob, of course, will be using the Republic of the Sphere dice, so this way you can kind of keep up with who's rolling. As for my army, I of course have Poseidon, but this one does have the Phobos pilot. I have Rob and Kendrick. Kendrick does have the Artemis 5 control fire system. A Cardinal Transport 3, SM2s, a Jess 3 missile carrier, a little APC, another APC, 3 PO heavy tanks, 1 Joust, a Carnivore, the Davion Guard, who we actually unboxed in our first video, so make sure to go back and check that out. Some Technicians, and then there are 3 formations of Free Legion Company, along with 2 formations that have snipers and standard foot, and I myself will be using the Wolf's Dragoons dice, so you can keep up with who's rolling. Alright, now let's go check out the board. As for my army, I of course have Poseidon, but this one does have the Phobos pilot. I have Rob and Kendrick. Kendrick does have the Artemis 5 control fire system. A Cardinal Transport 3, SM2s, a Jess 3 missile carrier, a little APC, another APC, 3 PO heavy tanks, 1 Joust, a Carnivore, the Davion Guard, who we actually unboxed in our first video, so make sure to go back and check that out. Some Technicians, and then there are 3 formations of Free Legion Company, along with 2 formations that have snipers and standard foot, and I myself will be using the Wolf's Dragoons dice, so you can keep up with who's rolling. Alright, now let's go check out the board. And here it is. This is our board for the day, so fairly small since this is going to be a much smaller game than we usually play. We've got a nice little river going through here. We've got Solaris, we've got the pizza, little strip mall, Dollar General. So for this game, as far as capture points, we have Dollar General. This will be a capture point. This will be a capture point. And this will be a capture point. I'm going to have a separate video that I'm going to post along with this one that you guys can check out, so you guys can kind of understand exactly how we play, because we do play slightly different from the normal game, but it's not too far off. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy. Okay guys, so we are deployed. I've taken this side of the board, the one with Dollar General and the strip mall, where Jacob has the side with Solaris Barbecue and Periphery Pizza. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and roll and see who goes first. 6. Dragoons beat Republic of the Sphere. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my first turn. That is, wow, I really need a new stand. Okay, so we are going to have 5 commands each, I believe. Let's see. 150. Yeah, I think 5 commands. We'll go with that. I don't feel like doing the math right now. It's closer. And then a 6th one, which can only be used on Ares, so he will automatically have just 1 on his own. That's because he's a freebie that we throw in on both sides because we both have 1. We do that a lot with all of the Colossus class mechs, because we have 5 of them total here on the channel, along with 2 drop ships, which constantly are going to be thrown in there as freebies. For this particular game, we just don't have those, just the 2 Poseidons. So I'm going to go ahead and take my turn. Okay, so for my first turn, I have moved this little group into the Dollar General, so that's going to be 1 point on next turn if I can hold it. Ares has already moved up the board a little bit. This Joust tank's moved along with this little formation of tanks. The Davion Guard are moving up into some buildings, along with the other point already being captured by my Free Legion. So let's pop over to Jacob's turn. Alright, so for Jacob's turn, Sika's ward has moved up. These 2 tanks have moved up. This little infantry squad is moving in through these buildings. Going around over here, this squad moved up a little bit. I think they were back here, so they're just kind of going out. These guys have taken over this point, So that will be a point for Jacob unless I can get those guys out. And Ares has moved up. So, go over to phase 2. Alright, coming over to my turn. These snipers, or the sniper squad with all the footmen, have moved up. These 3 SM2s have their pogs over here. This Ocelot has moved up, and I think that was all that was done during this turn. So everybody's getting kind of close, and it looks like next turn we'll see some fire shot off. So, let's go over Jacob's turn. Alright, so Sika's ward is taking a shot over here at Rob Hodge. So, go ahead and roll. I believe you need to make a 7, so it shouldn't be too hard to do. Yep, that is a hit. And how much is that for? That is
6.
6? Dang, alright. Here, take the camera real quick. Actually, hang on, I got it. 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a pretty hard hit. So, yeah, it looks like he lost about everything he can do now. Alright, well, that is the first shot of the game. Alright. Alright, so, Ares here is shooting over at this one. Now I am going to get a cover bonus because of this tree being in the way. So, I have a 25 armor currently, and you have a 10 to attack, so go ahead and roll. So you're going to need to roll a 15 or higher to hit.
Tough roll. That's not a 15.
That is not a 15. Oh man, that was almost a critical fail. That would have been great.
Almost.
Alright, well, that's a miss. 2 Colossus class haven't started hitting just yet. So, just to go over Jacob's turn. Sika over here got a nice nasty hit on my Ocelot. These 2 tanks moved up. These 2 moved up. This one moved up, and he shot and missed at the other Ares. So, we're going to go over to my turn now. Okay, so I actually already rolled, but my SM2s back here are firing over here. So already rolled for this one. It has a 2-inch drift back because I missed by 1. And my odd is a 6. So this is going to go to about here and have a 2-inch blast radius, so it barely misses this tank and goes off. Let me go ahead and move the stand so the SM2s are back here and firing just right over here. Let's get that back into place. There we go. Alright, so for the next one, now in order to get a direct hit, I have to have a 14 or higher. Alright, that is an 8. So let's see. That's going to be 15. With the odd die being a 1, so it's going to go 3 inches forward to there with a 2-inch blast radius, and also just kind of dissipate. And for the last one, again, maybe more that way. That is a direct hit, but there's nothing there. So all 3 of those are a miss. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up my turn.
No, but the 16.
Okay, so I'm going to have this PO tank attack that Fox armored car, and he's going to go ahead and use the bonus from this guy because he is in his line of sight. Actually, he's also in that guy's line of sight as well, so I'm going to go ahead and take the bonus from the whole squad there. So let's see, that's going to give me a 12. So you have evade and decoy, so I'm going to have to roll 6 twice. Let's see here. That is 1. And
winner.
Yep, just barely. So that's going to be 2 points of damage on him. And then after that, this joust down here is going to go ahead and take a shot at him. What is your armor right now? Is he clicked? I don't think he's clicked all the way. There we go. What's your armor now? 15 with evade, so 17. So right now I'm going to need an 8 or higher to hit, and he does have pulse. So let's see, can we get 2 8s? That's 1 right on the dot. And nope, that is a miss. All right, so there's those 2 actions. Okay, so for my turn, of course, we just had the combat between these 2. This squad moved up, so they're now kind of on the field. Over here, my Ocelot has retreated back, and my Technicians got out of the Cardinal and are running behind these tanks. So that's my turn, and let's go ahead and go over to Jacob. All right, so Sika over here has cooled down. These 2 vehicles have moved up. These guys moved over a little bit. These guys moved over a little bit. And Bjorn has finally started getting onto the battlefield. So we're going to go over to my turn now. Okay, so here we are on my turn. So currently I am at 8 points. Jacob is at 4. He's about to be at 4. This carnivore moved up. These 3 have targeted over there. This Jess has moved up, and now I'm going to be using Streak from one Ares to the next. So I need a 13 or higher to hit. Let's see. 5. Nope, that is a miss. All right, those 2 are going to be pretty hard to hit. All right, well, that is my turn, so let's go over to Jacob. Okay, so for Jacob's turn, these 2 moved up, these 2 moved up, and then let's see who else had moved up. He did, so that's 3. And then, did Sika cool down, or did Sika just not move? I don't think anybody else moved.
I used 4 orders.
And Ares is going to attack Ares again with the TS EMP. So you're going to need a 13 or higher. Let's go ahead and roll.
Oh, well.
That is a major critical. Okay. You're going to do a point of damage to yourself. Maybe you were pushing that Ares a little too fast.
Oops.
All right, first damage on the Ares, and it is to himself. So, we're going to go ahead and get on into my turn. All right. Okay, so I've got to fire for, or roll for the damage on these SM2s from where they fired last turn. Now currently, I am at 10 points, and Jacob is at 4. So let's go ahead and roll. So those are 21s. I have a 7, which means I need a 14 or higher to hit. So we'll start left to right. So that is an 11, with the odd die being a 4. So 11 plus 7, that's 18. With a 3-inch that way. So he's not going to hit anything. Next one. As I destroy every road we have. So that's going to be a 10. So 17, which is going to be a 3-inch drift in the 1. Heck yeah, there we go. So he's going to move right there with a 2-inch blast radius. So he's going to take out those guys with 2 points of armor-piercing damage. Let me know if you need those clicked. And as for the other one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's also an 18 with the odd being a 3. So it's just going to move back here and not hit anything. All right. So those guys have already fired. So let's go ahead and we'll get back into my turn. Okay, so this Jess is going to fire at this tank destroyer. He is just barely out of my minimum range by just like, it's really close. So he has an armor of 19, and I have a base attack of 9. So let me go ahead and roll here. So 10 or higher. Just barely off, so that's a 9. So that is a miss. I did move my Ocelot down here. So he moved around, tried to get repaired. That failed, so he did not get repaired. And so that's 4 actions. That's 3 actions. 4 right here will be moving these vehicles. And then for 5, I think I'm gonna have this sniper squad right here shoot at that fox. They're gonna get a +2 to their attack. The fox has an armor of 15 with their base attack being 8, and a +4 due to the other 2 infantry that can see right now. So that's gonna give them a 12. So I need 3 or higher. So as long as I don't shoot myself, we're fine. That is a hit for 1 point of armor-piercing damage. And yeah, so currently, this is the board. Just give you guys a nice little overview of what all's going on. So things are starting to pick up a little bit. Currently, I am still at 10 points, with Jacob about to have 5 points. All right. So we're gonna flip over to Jacob's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna push these guys. Poor bastards. Is this a full health? Yes.
All right, so on Jacob's turn here, he's moved. This behemoth has moved. This squad here has moved. This sniper has shot around over here to my guys in the checkpoint. And he's going to try and use anti-personnel on this squad here. Now they are going to get a +2, so their armor is currently going to be 18. So you need an 8 or higher to hit. So go ahead and roll your dice. Oh, what's your base attack? Is it still 10 or is it gone down? Yeah, it's 10. Okay. That is a critical hit. All right, so they're going to take a total of 4 points of damage. All right.
Best get to click.
Okay, so we got them clicked, or at least the ones that will click. All of them currently have the stat block of this guy, except for the snipers. All right. And so we're going to go over to my turn. So Jacob has currently 5 points, and now I have 12. We are going to 20 points currently, but things are starting to hit pretty hard, and the heat's getting pretty heavy. So the tables might change. All right, so here we are on my turn. Kendrick is going to go ahead and fire at this guy. So you have a 21 heavy armor. I have an 8. He also does have the Artemis firing system, so we're going to use that. Let's see. So with a 21, I need to get a 14, I believe. It's not hard. A long day.
Yeah.
Nice little party. So that's going to be an 11. So that is a miss. All right. Now, Going a little further up here, my Davion shock troops are going to go ahead and fire at this transport, along with the Fenrir battle arm. He's going to use the bonus from all three, the rest of the squad. So, let's see, I have a 7 attack. That's red. I forgot what that was. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Pulse.
No, this is for his attack. Oh yeah, it's bypass, okay. We're not using bypass today. That's something we're going to throw in later. Usually we don't use bypass, but we're definitely going to throw it into the channel here in the coming games. It's just something we've all kind of agreed to not use. But anyways, we're going to attack. So you have a 20 armor, and I have a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need 7 or higher. Let me slap the camera around. And that is a hit for 1 point of damage. Alright. So now, let me go ahead and tell you guys, they moved into some cover. Up here on this side of the board, you can see some of my squads are starting to move out into the field. And this Ares is going to fire at the other one with the TS EMP. So you have an armor of 23 still, so 13 or higher hits. Again, an 11. Okay, so that is a miss. As I said, currently I have 12 points, with Jacob having, he's about to have 6 after this turn. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to his side, so we'll see you there. Alright, so starting off on Jacob's turn, this sniper is firing over here, so it is a 20. Your base attack is 8, so you need a 12 or higher to get a direct hit.
No.
Let's see, that's 7, and what was your base attack? 8? So that's going to be 15. So it's going to have a 4-inch drift in the one direction, where it will fire over here and miss everything. Even with the 3-inch blast radius, it's not going to reach, because they're going to have a nice little bit of cover, so it'll land like there and explode. Alright, so that was a miss. Alright, Jacob, go ahead and take your turn. I'm going to give a nice little tour of the board here, just while you do that. So you can see, now this is a smaller match than what we usually play, and the armies are put together in about 15 minutes, so whatever level of tactics they have is not really there. Usually we'll have a couple hours in between that we'll set up our armies and have tactics drawn out. Usually I myself will have things even set a week in advance. But for right now, because I had to attend a party for a retiring band director, kind of only have a couple hours to really get everything set up and going. But we definitely wanted to get this battle report out to you guys.
Yes, sir.
So, we'll come back to you here in just a second. Okay, so on Jacob's turn, Bjorn has moved up. He actually ran over here. This infantry group has moved over. And then this vehicle is going to shoot there. I think Ares had a cooldown order. And the Fox, yeah, has moved back here. So we're going to go ahead and resolve this. So him to him. I have an armor of 17. You have an 8. So you need to roll 9 or higher.
Come on, little bones. Good.
That is a hit for 3 points of armor-piercing damage. So let me go ahead and get this clicked. And that is all of Jacob's turn. So again, currently he is at 6 points. And we're about to switch over to my turn, where I will be at 14 points. So let's go on. Or sorry, 12 points. 12 points. So let's go over. Okay, so starting off on my turn, this PO has moved here, those two moved there. We're going to have a bit of combat here. So, but first, we're going to try and repair the Ocelot as an armor. Actually, no, I can't repair him anyways. He's got a black arrow. All right, well, that's pointless. So this Carnivore is going to shoot at the Armored Fox. So that's a 14. I have a 9 with the targeting system. So I need a 4 or higher, or sorry, 5 or higher, and I get a reroll on 1 die if I feel. That is definitely a hit for 4 points on the Fox. So Jacob, if you would go ahead and do the honors.
Rip Fox.
Meanwhile, while he's clicking that, this Ares is moving to here and is going to fire directly at Bjorn. Oh, did he go? Did he get blown up?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and get a smoke marker. Let's throw that back there. All right. So Ares is going to shoot at Bjorn. Bjorn has a 22. Ares has a 10, so I need a 12 or higher to hit. And that's going to be with the TSEMP, which is going to be pretty nasty if it hits. So let's go ahead and roll. So I hit on a 12 or higher, and there's what's left of the Fox. So let's see if I can get a 12. Another 11. Oh my god, I keep rolling 11s.
That is going to be your unlucky number.
Apparently. Okay, so that's a miss. And finally, while we wait, go ahead and take another pot shot at him. So you have a 21, I have an 8. Now again, I do have the Artemis system. So I need to get, what was it? 13. I need 13 or higher. That's what it was. That is a hit. Now here's the cool thing about the Artemis firing system. On a 4 or 5, it does 1 extra point of damage. On a 6, it does 2 extra points. Otherwise, this is going to be just 3 ballistic damage. That is a 5, so it's going to be 4 ballistic damage on this guy right here. So that was a nice little hit. And, no, he didn't attack last turn. Okay, so he's good. Alright, so that's my turn. And we've now got some smoke on the board, so that's good. So things are really starting to pick up. Alright, let's go over to Jacob's turn.
Gotta make sure you get my fat fingers.
Alright, so these guys have moved up. So now Jacob will start getting some points from there. He's moved. They've moved. Bjorn had a cooldown order. Ares is going to attack Ares, so go ahead. So 13 or higher hits. And that is a 12. It's always just by 1. So that is a miss again on the Ares. Eventually they'll do something and it'll be devastating. Alright, and then this AA gun is going to try and shoot them. So it's going to be kind of a, yeah. They've got full line of sight, so no cover. Alright, currently their armor is a 14.
Versus 8.
Versus 8, so yeah, you need a 6 or higher.
Yep.
That is a hit. They are probably dead. Yeah, that's 4 points, so they are definitely dead. So go ahead and retire them. These guys are actually in a transport, which is why they're over here. This guy is dead though. Alright, so now Jacob has total 7 points and I have 14. So we're gonna go ahead and swap over to my turn. Alright, so I had some infantry guys move up. This is my turn, of course. Let's see here. Going back, Ocelot's moved out again. So that's 3. Then, what did I do? I moved something. Oh, yeah, Ares had a cooldown order. And then the Joust is about to move, and we've got an attack going from, or sorry, Joust isn't going to move. He's going to attack that one, and he's going to attack that one. So, let me get my dice here. Alright, so the Jess to the AA gun, I have a 9, where the AA gun has a 20 armor, so I have an 11 or higher. Nope, not a hit. All those 11s. And I can't get an 11 when I need an 11. Alright, and as for him, on to that one. You have an 18 armor, and I have an 8, and I will take a heat for that. I have an 8, so 10 or higher hits. And that is, of course, a 9. Alright, well, that is my turn, so we're going to switch over to Jacob. Alright, so starting off on Jacob's turn, Sika is going to use Streak on my Jess. So I have an 18. Sika has a base attack of 11, so you're going to need 7 or higher. And with your Streak, so that would be, yeah, that's a hit. So he's going to take 4 points of damage. Alright, so Ares is going to take another hit. So roll a d20. Or not d20. God, I've got Dungeons & Dragons on my head. Roll 13 to hit.
We can make content of that too, potentially.
Yeah.
That is really not 13.
Another critical.
He's just on fire today, huh?
Obviously. Those Streak missiles aren't working right.
Thanks in no small part to himself.
Man, I've done more damage to your Ares and I've not even tried.
No, I've done more damage to my Ares.
Alright. So that's the first 2 parts of Jacob's turn. So let's keep on going. Alright, so Jacob actually passed his turn. So my Ocelot, this is already measured, is going to make a charge attack. So that's 7 versus 19. I need a 12 or higher. That is a hit. And he's going to take impact damage for 2 on him. And I also take a point of damage for that. So let's see. So this guy takes 2 points. Then from there, let's see here. My Ares is going to make an attack on your Ares. So I need a 12 or higher to hit. That is not 12 or higher. Maybe you'll kill yourself before I hit.
At this round, I'm going to be the only one of us to kill an Ares. But not how you think.
Yeah. Let's see here. So done that. So we'll get back to recording once I figured out what else I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to take a long shot here. 9 to your 22 on him, so I need a 13 or higher. This is with the Joust, which does have pulse, and it is an energy attack. Oh my god, I hit. Oh my god, I hit.
Whoa.
Okay, so with your armor, that's going to be 1 point of damage, plus he takes 1 heat, and then I'm going to use pulse. So, let me go ahead.
Ares takes 1 heat?
Yes. How much heat did he already have on him?
1.
1. Okay, so he's got 2 now.
Yes.
Also, guys, just going ahead and letting you know, these 2 Ares, they unfortunately have the little paper problem that a lot of the clicks have, where the heat dials are loose. So we've actually got little sheets of paper off on the side that you can't see that tells us the stats and everything. So we just move a little dial on there, and that way we can see what their heat is. All right. So for this other pulse attack, that's 9 versus, is it still 22? It is still 22. And that is a miss. All right. I'm going to continue my turn. Okay, my turn is over. I'm up to 16 points, these 3 guys, and this vehicle moved up. They came out to hold down this position. Kendrick had a cool-off order. Of course, the Joust had hit. Ares missed. And I think that was everything. So, and of course the Ocelot did the ground pound or whatever. The charge, run, that's what it is. So we're going to go over to Jacob's turn now. And he will be at 11 points? Yeah. So he'll be at 11 points while I have 16. We are playing to 20. So he's up against the clock right now, and I'm up against firepower right now. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so we're on Jacob's turn, and this guy's going to shoot over at Rob. Rob has currently 15 armor, and you have a base attack of 5, so you need a 10 or higher.
Could be worse.
And wow, the roads are really messed up there.
Well, I mean, if you're firing artillery at him,
That is a critical hit. So he's going to take 2 points because your guy's taking a lot of damage. That will probably take him out. No, not just yet. Rob's a little tougher than that. Might be a small mech, but it's a hefty mech. All right. So Bjorn has also ran over here, and that sniper over there has moved. Let's see, you cooled Ares down, and anything else, or is that all?
Spent an order cooling down.
Oh, and Sika's cooled down.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, or is there anything else?
That's it.
All right, so we're gonna switch over to my turn. You have 11, and I'm now at 18. So unless Jacob can pull off something really good, next turn I will win. Okay, so we're on my turn. Ares is going to attack Bjorn. He has an armor of 22, so I need a 12 or higher. This is with the TSEMP. That is a miss. Now, snipers are going to shoot at him. We have the bonus from these 3. They can't really see him. The other 3 can, though. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 versus your 22, so I need 9 or higher. That is a hit for 1 point of armor piercing. So go ahead and give him that. No, Bjorn. And then the carnivore is going to shoot. Is his armor still 22?
Yes.
Okay. So the carnivore has a 9 or higher with the targeting system versus his 22. So I'm going to re-roll this one. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So, well, 1 or higher, I guess. Okay, so that is a 13. So that's going to be a armor piercing hit for 4 damage on Bjorn. All right, so that was 2 actions and 1 from Ares. So we're going to move across the board here to Kendrick, who is going to take another pot shot at him. 8 to 18, so 10 or higher hits. That is a critical hit. Plus Artemis Fire Control System. So that's going to be 4. At least I guess that's how that works. I don't know. I've never encountered this situation. Might have to look that up. So 5 points on him. So that probably actually took him out.
Most likely.
I'll grab the smoke marker.
Yep.
All right. Does this one have working batteries? No. Anyways, these things usually light up. They're pretty cool. Straight from Kendrick. So that was a pretty nice hit. All right, so that's 3. Let's see here. Then this PO is going to shoot at him. He has an 18. I have an 8, so that's going to be 10 or higher. That is a hit for 2 points, which will only be 1 because of his armor, so go ahead and get him clicked. And then these guys over here are going to move up 8, and we will go over to Jacob's turn.